Guys, and welcome to our tutorial. In this tutorial we will learn how to create a delegate and protocols in Swift3. So let's start. Create a new Xcode project, select a single view application, press next. We will give it a name delegate Swift3, press next, and we will save it to our directory in our hard disk of our Mac. And here we will delegate Swift3 and press create. So here we have our project. So here we have three files: app delegate, view controller.swift, and main.storyboard that are automatically made by Xcode when we select a single view application. So here we will going to create a delegate, our own custom delegate, and delegates are basically objects that perform a certain task based upon the certain events in response to a certain objects that they correspond. Suppose we have the most common example of delegate is that suppose you are navigating from one class to other class, and from the second class you want to pass a value back to the first class. So how you can do it? Either you will save it in a user default and then use that user default in the previous class, use notification, the other design pattern use in iOS app development where the notification get fired when you selected data in the second class and you went back to the first class. Okay, so let's start in main storyboard. We will create a navigation controller because we need navigation controller, and then we will tab. So what we have done, sorry for mistake, here we drag a navigation controller scene for object library. We will delete its root view controller because we have view controller and we will make its view controller. So here we will set it as initial view controller, and from here we will drag and drop view controller to view controller. So the view controller is our root view controller of our class or our navigation controller. Okay, so here what we will do, we will drag a UILabel and we will give it a constraint of placing it horizontally and vertically in our container. Okay, and we will create another view controller here, drag a new view controller. This will act as our second view controller. Okay, for this we need to create a class. We will right double click on it, new file, select a coordinate class, and then subclass of UI we're going to name it as second VC. Okay, press next, and now come back to main storyboard, select the view controller. This is our second view controller. We will change its class name from here, that is second view controller, and we will give it a storyboard ID of second VC. So now what happens here, we also need to drag and drop a UI button so that we can navigate to our second VC, and here we will drag and drop. Now we will give it constraints and we will set it corresponding to the label, a gap of 20 pixel. Okay, and we will arrange it centered to the screen. Okay, we will change its name. So second VC. Okay, in second view controller we will place a button and place it in centrally, vertically and horizontally centered in our view, and change its name to go back Okay, so what we do, when we will press uh, go back button in the second VC, we will show a value that my name or something else on this level. Okay, so for this, first create an IV outlet, create IV outlet with LVL title of kind UI label. Okay, and we will create a function of it, IV action func navigate to second VC. Here it's any object. Okay, and also in second VC we will create an IV action, like that IV action function keyword go back. Okay, now open main.storyboard and connect our IV outlets. Here we will set second BC, it's touch up inside, and then we will select view controller and LVL label and navigate to this screen. Second BC. Okay, so what we will do, we will show here self dot LVL title dot text equals to this empty screen. So when we run an app, so we are running our app until now. What we do, we just added a label and a button to first VC view controller dot swift and a button to second view controller. So what we are going to do, we will going to create a protocol for second VC that will be implemented by the first view controller, and that will help us then when we press a button, go back button on second VC, and it will show the value we passed using a delegate here on the label of first view controller. So what we do now, it's press, we will tap on second VC, so no code is written here in view controller navigator, so it's not navigating. So for this, what we do, we say let VC equals to self.storyboard.initiate view controller with identifier. So we have given the identifier as second VC, so we'll pass as, and we will specify that this is our navigation controller dot push view controller VC animated true. So now we are able to pass or navigate to second view controller. There it is. We are now, what happens when we press go back, we are not, because we haven't implemented the method, that when we press go back here, we have a value on this level here. So for this, what we do, we will go to second VC, create a protocol using protocol name as second VC delegate. We'll create a function for this function, send value to VC, and here we will say that of type string. Okay, now here we will create a property for it, attribute delegate of type second VC delegate, and what we will do here, the self dot delegate dot send value to VC coming from second VC, and here we will self dot navigation controller dot pop to view controller animated. So now we have to implement this method. Go to view controller dot swift, and here we will implement second VC delegate, and we will confirming this class will implement. So vc.delegate equals to self, and here we will implement the delegate method, and here we will self dot lvel title dot text equals to, so here we didn't pass name, text here. So we have pass text, and now when we will run the app, you see what will happen. So here we are, and when we press go back, this is coming from second VC. So this is the use of delegate, that it is throwing the data back to previous view controller. So let's change here. Second VC, second time, and we'll run the app. We go to second, press go back, and this is, you can see that whatever value we are passing from here, it's cutting down end of this. So this is the use of protocols and delegates, how to create a custom protocol and delegate in swift3. So this is a simple what we say, it's a simple syntax. This is a protocol keyword, specify your name, then the function you need to, your delegate need to implement. Since there is no optional thing available in swift3 right now, they have some different techniques, and I am not going to cover that thing on this tutorial. So this is the simple technique. Hope you enjoy the video. If you have any comments or you want me to improve something about my tutorials, please comment, feel free to comment. And if you like this, and if you have any query, then comment. If you like this, please share and subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.